Kia is on the up. Its recent Seed family hatch is just the latest example. The trend began with 2004's Picanto City Runabout. The Korean manufacturer's low-budget offerings don't quite match the best cars on the market, but they are becoming increasingly competitive. In the midst of this rebirth, Kia released its latest Carens MPV, a compact people carrier that's always majored on value without ever being inspiring. Does this all-new version have what it takes to tempt buyers from the class-leading Vauxhall Zafira and Renault Scenic? First impressions are actually rather good. We'd hardly call the Carens a looker, but it's certainly not ugly. In fact, it's almost refreshingly different to the usual Vanna-like MPV format. While there's a generic element to some of the details, the pseudo-SUV bits, sharp lines and more car-like proportions work pretty well. On the inside, there's a 7-seat option for the first time, and as you'd expect, the rear row folds into the floor with ease. Tumble the middle seats forward too, and you're presented with a usefully large and virtually flat load area. Nothing new, but essential for a modern MPV. If only Kia had managed to make the floor a little lower. Access to the rearmost seats is as awkward as we've seen in this class, and legroom extremely limited. Best for children, because no one else will fit. There's plenty of room elsewhere though, and the sliding middle row should help you find the best compromise. The cabin's chock full of useful cubbies and stash holes, but it's also overwhelmingly grey. Add in the total lack of soft-touch plastics and it's clear you won't be buying a Carens for its interior ambience. However, if Kia cut some costs here, it's quickly obvious where the money went. While the cheapest versions make do with a petrol engine and just 5 gears, the mid-range GS gets 6 speeds and a torquey 2-litre turbo diesel. It's a strong combination, giving the Carens plenty of load lugging ability and a surprisingly good turn of speed. The engine returns over 45 mpg and it's a doddle to drive. It's refined and rides, if not brilliantly, then certainly well enough to minimise the chances of travel sickness. Just don't expect a sports car when you get into the corners. The gear lever is mounted high in the dash, a short reach from the steering wheel. The foot-operated parking brake is a bit of a nuisance but frees up space in the centre console. The Kia's major selling point remains its value. The 5-seat petrol version starts at just over £12,000. This better-equipped 7-seat diesel costs just over £14,500. Air conditioning, alloy wheels and 6 airbags are standard across the range, and there's an outstanding 5-year unlimited mileage warranty, which no other MPV can match. As good as a Zafira or Scenic? Not quite, but it's close, and the Carens is far cheaper. The diesel's great and it has an excellent warranty. If you can stomach grey plastic, then it's well worth a look. As for good points, well, there's the good value pricing, the strong diesel engine and 6-speed gearbox, and an excellent 5-year warranty. As for bad points, there's those grey interior plastics, room and access to the back row is very limited, and the foot-operated parking brake, well, it's a bit of a pain.